Hi guys, this video is a combination of what has transpired in the past week, the xenophobic attacks and Robert Mugabe's death. I'm here to share a video of a white Zimbabwean man who has something to say about Robert Mugabe.
Mugabe has died. I'm glad that I'm around to witness this event. Kufa kwakanaka does not apply in this house or in my life at this time. A person is judged by their actions or lack thereof, their behavior towards others, considerations of others, and all of that is basically summed up in their legacy. Mugabe's legacy is of poverty, death, and destruction of our country. I personally know of dozens of people who have been killed, who have been raped, who have been beaten because they differed with him politically. They didn't threaten him, they just differed with him politically and he killed them. Activists arrested, houses burned, land taken away for political differences. I myself and close associates have constantly received death threats and mysterious calls in the early hours of the morning threatening our families and our friends and our relatives. Millions have run away to the diaspora as economic refugees, currently being abused in xenophobic attacks across South Africa. Women crossing borders being gang raped at Beitbridge border post. Children left as orphans because of parents having to go to work in the diaspora. Munoziva kuti pakafa vanhu vangani vachikrosa rwizi inonzi Beitbridge pariver pai vakafa vanhu vangani vakatorwa nemakarwe vanhu vangani. How many people died, drowned to death because of him? The dictator himself has died in a foreign hospital that he has been there for a couple of months receiving the state-of-the-art medical attention paid for by us. Why? Because he has destroyed healthcare in Zimbabwe, totally destroyed. The fact is, if he went to the same hospital as citizens did, he would have died about 20 years ago. He has done absolutely nothing in the last 2 decades of his years in office. He has decimated the country to total collapse. No water, no electricity, no currency, no schools, no healthcare, no roads, no jobs, no investments, nothing. Hakuna chinhu Zimbabwe. But some people think this idiot is a hero who destroyed my country. I had to leave friends, family. I'm lucky, I left alive. We never had land, so nothing was taken from us. I was lucky, but I still had to apply for permits, had to pay people for IDs, fake this, fake that, to try and get into a foreign state. I had to be treated as an alien. I was treated because I couldn't speak the language. I was segregated against in business and in contracts. I witnessed family breakdown. I witnessed people getting divorced, kids going through turmoil because their parents had to live apart to economically survive. Those are things that will never be fixed, ever. It has affected people for generations, all because of Mugabe. I am glad, I am ecstatic, I am absolutely happy that he is dead. I am only sad that he has not died in jail. I hope that his death was as painful as the deaths of all his victims. I hope his family choke on the ill-gotten, stolen wealth that they took from our country. I hope vadzimu of all his victims follow them until their graves. Is this a bit harsh? Probably. I couldn't care less. Couldn't care if it is harsh. Right now, in my little small company that employs 4 people, we are closed for the day. We are going to celebrate the death of a dictator. Those who know me will know that I very, very seldom, if ever, take work days off. Never. I never go and sit at a restaurant and sip on appetizers at 1 o'clock on a work day. But today, that will happen. Nasi kunofiwa nekunwa ma appetizer nasi. Waffles and ice cream for everyone. Haranda, Zimbabwe, a dictator has fallen and it is time to celebrate. We don't have much to celebrate, but today we will celebrate. Thank you.
On to South Africa now. I have a sad story of a young girl that was tragically killed in South Africa. This is Uyinene, a UTC student in her first year that was tragically killed by a postman. Her story is a tragic one. It has got me thinking, are some South Africans just bitter? So basically this girl was killed by a postman. She went to collect her parcel from the post office and then she got raped and dumped somewhere. She was missing for some time and her body was found. And a few days ago, this beautiful soul was put to rest. I just have a lot of questions about what is going on in South Africa. Uyinene's death is so sad. Are the streets of South Africa safe even for foreigners? What is happening even in the xenophobic attacks? I will now share a video of a police officer based in Canada that has some concerns over the xenophobic attacks.
To be killed. So now you have a group of jobless South Africans who have no job, have no source of income. They see foreigners driving expensive cars. They see foreigners living better than them, and they believe those foreigners are responsible for their problem. That's partly the problem. The Nigerian government is not happy with the situation. The Buhari administration refused to take decisive action against South Africa and forced South Africa government to make...
You just heard that. Today, a friend of mine sent me a video of what transpired today afternoon in South Africa.
Hey, waar doe je dat? Hey! What the F? What the God? Yo! The fuck? Niggas gonna come here now.
There is also an audio that is circulating on WhatsApp from a South African man warning churches to be out of South Africa. In the audio, the man is so bitter. He says there'll be blood in schools, there'll be blood in churches that are owned by foreigners. So please be careful. And here's another video from a Nigerian man who just shares concerns about why Nigerians are always attacked.
Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. It is important that we know that Nigeria is not the headquarters of corruption in the world. As a matter of fact, Chinese people are worse than us. We are 200 million. Chinese people are billions of people. They make replicas, they are scammers, they have credit card fraud and banking fraud. They are good at what they do. But you know what Chinese people don't do? They are not loud about their dirtiness. Russians have been there long before we even knew what internet is or exposure was. Indians are good at these things. But you know what these people don't do? They don't come out and say it because it is dirty, it is unnecessary. They don't want the world to see them in that light. But Nigerians, small money, we want to blow it. We want the whole world to know. Bloggers, please, it is time we change the narrative. It is time.
It's a summary of the week. I'll now leave you with a video of a young boy that sang about xenophobia in 2015. And thank you so much for 16,000 subscribers. And I can see we're almost hitting 17,000. With that, guys, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. It's a girl Lela Motams, also known as Gelawapazed. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Say no to black on black crime, no to xenophobia.